California is burning. The flames are relentless, devouring everything in their path with an insatiable hunger. The once serene landscapes are now scenes of chaos and destruction. Once again, the Golden State is engulfed in flames, a recurring nightmare that seems to have no end. The fires rage with a ferocity that is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. A terrifying spectacle of nature's fury, these wildfires are a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of the natural world. The flames dance and leap, consuming everything in their path. Wildfires rage across the landscape, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. The destruction is almost unimaginable, with entire communities being reduced to ashes. The death toll climbs daily, a grim reminder of the fire's deadly power. Each number represents a life lost, a family torn apart, and a community in mourning. As of today, January 13, 2025, at least 16 souls have perished in Los Angeles alone. The numbers are expected to rise as the fires continue to spread. The fires show no mercy, consuming homes, businesses, and everything in their path. The destruction is indiscriminate, affecting both the rich and the poor, the young and the old. Over 12,000 structures have been reduced to ashes, a testament to the inferno's insatiable appetite. The loss is not just material but emotional, as memories and lives are turned to dust. The air is thick with smoke, a choking haze that blots out the sun. Breathing becomes a challenge, and the sky takes on an eerie, apocalyptic hue. The acrid smell of burning wood and plastic hangs heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the ongoing disaster. It's a scent that clings to clothes, hair, and memories. The scale of the destruction is immense, stretching across thousands of acres. The land is scarred, and the recovery will take years, if not decades. Entire neighborhoods have been wiped off the map, leaving behind a scarred and desolate landscape. The resilience of the human spirit will be tested as communities come together to rebuild and heal. The Santa Ana winds, infamous for their role in fueling California's wildfires, are back with a vengeance. These winds are not just a seasonal phenomenon, they are a force of nature that has shaped the landscape and the lives of those who live in its path for centuries. These dry, powerful winds originating from the Great Basin roar down from the mountains and sweep across the state. As they descend, they compress and heat up, losing any moisture they might have had, making them even more desiccating. They act like giant bellows, fanning the flames and driving the fires forward with terrifying speed. The winds can turn a small spark into a raging inferno in a matter of minutes, leaving little time for residents to react. This year, the Santa Ana winds are particularly strong, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. These gale-force winds are capable of uprooting trees, downing power lines, and causing widespread destruction even before the fires begin. These winds turn what might have been manageable brush fires into raging infernos. The combination of dry vegetation and high winds creates a perfect storm for wildfires to spread uncontrollably. They carry embers for miles, igniting spot fires far ahead of the main fire front. These embers can land on rooftops, in dry fields, or in forests, starting new fires that can quickly grow out of control. This makes the fires incredibly difficult to contain, as they seem to erupt everywhere at once. Firefighters are often stretched thin, battling multiple fronts and trying to protect homes and lives. The Santa Ana winds are a cruel joke of nature, turning a beautiful state into a tinderbox. Despite the danger, Californians have learned to live with this annual threat, always hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. The rapid advance of the wildfires has forced mass evacuations across the state. More than 150,000 people have been ordered to flee their homes, seeking safety from the approaching flames. The exodus is a scene of chaos and desperation, as families pack their belongings and flee with little more than the clothes on their backs. Highways are jammed with cars, a slow-moving river of humanity escaping the inferno. Evacuation centers are overflowing, filled with anxious evacuees wondering if they will have homes to return to. The uncertainty and fear are palpable. Many have already lost everything, their homes and possessions reduced to ashes. The human toll of these fires is immeasurable, marked by loss, displacement, and the shattering of lives. Battling these monstrous blazes is a Herculean task, one that requires immense courage, skill, and determination. It is a task that has drawn firefighters from across the globe, uniting them in a common cause. Thousands of brave men and women are on the front lines, risking their lives to contain the inferno. They work in shifts, often for days on end, with little rest. They come from all corners of California, from neighboring states, and from regions far and wide, and even from as far away as Canada and Mexico. This international cooperation is crucial in the face of such overwhelming natural disasters. These firefighters are true heroes, working tirelessly in dangerous and grueling conditions. They face not only the physical challenges but also the emotional toll of witnessing destruction and loss. They endure scorching heat, thick smoke, and the constant threat of the fire changing direction. Their resilience and dedication are nothing short of extraordinary. The unpredictability of the fire's behavior keeps them on high alert, ready to adapt to sudden changes in the fire's path. Their efforts are supported by a fleet of aircraft, including helicopters and air tankers, which drop water and fire retardant on the flames. These aerial operations are coordinated with precision to maximize their effectiveness. The sight of these aircraft in action is a testament to the scale and intensity of the firefighting efforts. It is a battle fought on the ground and in the air, a desperate struggle to gain control over the raging inferno. The coordination between ground crews and aerial support is vital to the success of these operations. This is not just a fight against fire, it is a fight for communities, for homes, and for lives. The bravery and determination of these firefighters inspire us all. Section 5: Predators in the Ashes. As if the fires themselves weren't devastating enough, another threat emerges from the ashes: looting. Sadly, in times of crisis, there are those who would prey on the vulnerable. Reports emerge of looters targeting evacuated homes and businesses, taking advantage of the chaos to steal whatever they can. These acts of theft are a despicable betrayal of community and trust. They compound the suffering of those who have already lost so much. Authorities have responded by imposing strict curfews in evacuated areas and increasing patrols to deter looting. The National Guard has also been deployed to assist with security and maintain order. Section 6: Price Gouging in Crisis. Adding insult to injury, the aftermath of the fires has also seen a surge in price gouging. Unscrupulous individuals and businesses are exploiting the crisis for profit, jacking up the prices of essential goods and services. Gasoline, water, batteries, and even hotel rooms are being sold at exorbitant prices, preying on the desperation of those in need. This kind of profiteering is unconscionable, taking advantage of a disaster for personal gain. California's Attorney General has issued stern warnings against price gouging, reminding businesses and individuals that it is illegal and punishable by hefty fines and even imprisonment. The state is committed to cracking down on these predatory practices and ensuring that people are not exploited during this difficult time. Section 7: Trump's blazing criticism. The political fallout from the fires has been swift, with President-elect Donald Trump weighing in with his characteristic bluntness. Trump has been critical of California's leadership, particularly their handling of the wildfires. He argues that the state's policies have exacerbated the problem and that they lack the competence to effectively address the crisis. Trump's comments have drawn both praise and condemnation. Supporters applaud his willingness to speak out and demand accountability, while critics accuse him of politicizing a tragedy and offering unhelpful grandstanding. Regardless of one's political stance, Trump's intervention highlights the political dimension of natural disasters, where blame is often assigned and solutions are debated. Section 8: Rebuilding from the Ruins. As the fires slowly begin to subside, the long and arduous task of rebuilding begins. The road to recovery will be long and challenging, filled with both physical and emotional hurdles. The estimated cost of the damage is staggering, projected to exceed $150 billion, making these fires potentially the costliest in California's history. The state and federal governments have pledged support, promising aid and resources to help communities recover. California's governor has even spoken of a Marshall Plan for rebuilding, referencing the massive reconstruction effort in Europe after World War II. The focus will be on providing housing, rebuilding infrastructure, and supporting businesses as they get back on their feet. Section 9: A Future Marked by Fire. The recent wildfires in California are a stark reminder of the state's vulnerability to these devastating events. Climate change is exacerbating the problem, leading to hotter, drier conditions that create a tinderbox-like environment. As temperatures rise and rainfall patterns shift, the risk of megafires like these will only increase. The recent fires serve as a wake-up call, urging us to take action to mitigate climate change and adapt to this new reality. We need to invest in fire prevention measures, improve forest management practices, and create more resilient communities. The future of California, and indeed many other parts of the world, will be shaped by our ability to address the growing threat of wildfires.